It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready. Three.
And they'll begin by running the option. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first kick. And he coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. This defense for the Rams, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
So 3rd down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. He'll drop to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Well, a hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Stafford. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for LA. 42 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. The Eagles at 9-6 now. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, They almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hurts fumbles it. And the Rams have got it back.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, L.A. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, check that. Street. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Hurt. Right there, hurt.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 38, Hurts. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Check smash.
They'll run on first down. Branch. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people.
Come on.
And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Big Lion.
Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Let's go now.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Touchdown! Miles Sanders, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Again, it's Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rams. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
On the jump.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. Finding room at midfield. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 76 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
They'll give this to Akers running right. Taken down at the 47-yard line. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Stafford. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, it's Stafford. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Man open, it's
Cup. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Ready. And middle. 10.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford, a quick pass to Cup. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
50.
To throw is Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Hassan Reddick.
And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
They run with Sanders off the option.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, so how you plan to move the ball against this defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Stafford. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. Give him 16 yards on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got them another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. Touchdown, L.A. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got Smith here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Smith catches left side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Got it. Ready?
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford to Jefferson on the slant. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
To the air again, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Okay, ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Let's go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Three. Ready?
Here's Hurts to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that pick-6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession 4th quarter lead. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
32.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Hurts. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Leonard Floyd.
And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, the field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they will take a knee here.